have space, but let's try it. I almost managed it. Should be fine. Okay. I like this stat from Dima, actually. Oh crap, not this, not this, not this. So... chat stream IO. Oh crap. Okay. Seems to be lagging out a bit, but maybe just for me. Right. Yeah, I think that's when Bozo played and had an idea to play it again. He was very insisting today. I'm not a fan of the map because, you know, why would I play a map where there's like 150 gold if I play Iron and Town Hall strategy? Yo, yo. So I just decided, like, I'll make a small stream, advertise upcoming tournament a little bit maybe, and make sure my OPS still works, you know. I like the style of the map when it comes to the looks. It's a lot of grass, but not only. The map is not really dull. It's like you've got some dirt areas as well, and this desert-ish kind of thing. It looks really nice, colorful, and it's done tastefully. So it actually feels like there are biomes on the map, and not like uh, it's not like randomly mashed together, you know. Yeah, I do realize that because you have plenty of space, I guess. But I was just too lazy for that kind of gameplay, you know. I don't know, I think I just felt like hating on something, and the map was the victim today. Okay, I think I'll leave you looking at Vanosuper's base, and I'll be right back shortly. Let's look at Botso easy win. Wow, this guy really wants to have the longest roads in this game. It's not like he has any choice though. It's a good idea to keep the trees on the right side, and the middle is left for the entire base. I think it's pretty obvious he's gonna go for a quite big base. Lots of farms. So he might need just a little more time to set this up, and then it should spam pretty nicely. Yeah, I can see the amount of space is pretty big on some locations. Loco also has pretty nice space here, although he has to plant somewhere and he chose to plant here. I wouldn't call it a mistake. It's pretty obvious he's gonna put the base in the middle here, like most of the buildings, I mean. Farms go here. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I liked Dima's start. It was pretty compact and really nice spot for the woodcutters here. It will leave him a little less space for iron maybe, but I don't think he needs a lot, especially with only 2 iron mines on this lock. This lock isn't that big though. It's pretty... The placements of the mountains are pretty annoying, I'd say. Ahmed, his lock looks quite similar. I think aren't these locks maybe not mirrored, but somewhat mirrored? Let's hopefully I don't lag out too much. It's manageable. So yeah, it's kind of mirrored except for the wood and coal. These locks also have quite similar vibe, but yeah, they're not identical. The bottom feels a bit more copy paste, but there are some differences. In Bolt's case, for example, he couldn't just go to the top like Dima because of the lake, but he can do pretty much the same thing here. Yeah, Ahmed, I'm not sure this was the wisest idea to put the woodcutters on the right here. This is like... It's fast, but it's gonna cost him a lot of space. I'm not sure this will be enough for his base here, unless he aims for a really small base, in which case this is probably okay. Oh. I mean, yeah. When I was talking about Dima, I meant more like these mountains are a bit annoying. But maybe it's just the way he's building a lot in this area maybe it's not that important since I mean okay, it is important. This mountain is pretty annoying, I'd say. Okay, don't talk. Yeah, I wouldn't like to play this log, to be honest. It's quite big though. Kinda similar to Botsov, for example. Almost a copy paste, I'd say. Hulskovsky. I'm not familiar with this player. I don't remember his skill level. One thing I can say is that he doesn't know how to design a base, sadly. I think it's all over the place. The roads look like a giant spider, as we used to say back in the days. And there's just too many roads that are not interconnected. He's not making an effort to take the distances into account. It's like when you use the map editor to make a pre-build and you completely disregard the timings. So you fit the buildings whenever you think they can be fit. This is like the first part of the problem. The second part of the problem are these woodcutters here, which should never be built in that place. If the storehouse is here and the main resources are there, this should be his area for the base. He can plant on the left if he wants to, for example. He probably can't on the top because this is already quite close to Don't Talk space. And we've got Bitcoin. One thing I didn't mention is that you have only bread on this map and there's a finite amount of it, so this might get interesting when players lose all their food. Yeah, yeah. Bitcoin's also he's also made some long road to the right. He's making a lot of woodcutters. I'm not quite sure what kind of tactic he goes for. Maybe some kind of trade. But might be too early to say. There's a swine farm draft on the left here, but if I didn't see it, I would probably say that building like this, I would kinda expect him to go for the knights and some kind of town hall stuff. No, that doesn't make much sense here because we have only 2 mines and not a lot of gold. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I tried to say, I guess. It's like the base looks a bit unusual. If you really want to plant that much, I don't know if there's a better place actually. He's wasting a lot of time to make these woodcuts on the right, but then he also wanted to take this, so up to a point it made sense, but I don't know. I'm not a fan, to be honest. Mm, I would rather see him use this space, for example. But then there's not a lot of space for the... I mean, there's probably enough space for the iron production. Not a lot, but enough. He could have left some space here, for example. It's maybe a bit tricky, but he could manage to fit all the iron buildings here. Yeah, well, what's the rate from the trunks to con? But yeah, he's not a bad player. But looking at what we have so far, I got a feeling that this might be a pretty shitty base. Like I just don't like the plan that he has. 1-1. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Loco still has a lot of space. I don't think he needs that much, so... But, indeed. Okay, let's go back to Bozo. Half of the peacetime is gone. Not a lot of farms. Ah, sorry, there's 5. Okay, that's okay then. I don't know why I only saw the ones on the bottom. Kind of thought there's gonna be more buildings in the base by now, but there's still plenty of time, and he's working on his iron production. Might be a good time to actually check the charts. So yeah, Dima is leading with his iron, followed by Lucky and Don't Talk. But this doesn't say anything, obviously. Although Dima's tempo is quite nice here. And also with the con, interesting. Yeah. I think one thing that they might not take notice of is that if you have only one kind of food, this might become a problem at some point, even before it goes away. Actually maybe not. Seems like so far everybody's eating. I thought there might be a queue, but it doesn't work that way early into the game. Okay, Ahmed. 6 farms. Doesn't look like he's making any effort to not starve, just playing a regular base and probably making a 3+1 setup with swine farms and stables. Mm, but he could really use some bakery. Oh, but he's making a second vineyard as well. That's okay. I mean, I don't know. I would probably try bakery instead. The wood could be a bit better though. He is struggling to make the buildings. Well, this didn't help, right? And he sent away like all of his builders to the left. Almost all, at least. So even if he has this building with almost all resources, the builders are gonna just make the roads and gonna wait for this as well. This is quite inefficient. Quite inefficient. Huckowski. Okay, you can see this base looks a bit better now. Just like I said before, it looked like somebody was trying to pre-build without taking timings into account. Yep. Yeah, but one thing I learned about Ahmed is that no matter how the base will look like, I think the result could be cool. There's still plenty of time and he's already producing something here. It's not gonna be too bad. But this is actually bad. He really needs that second iron mine. Alright, let's look at Dontok's base. Yeah, you can see the clear separation of farms from the rest of the city. Same goes for the woodcutters. They are actually only in one spot. So, yeah, on the top of the base. Should be fine for sure. Let's take a look at Vano. Yeah, something. Okay. It's because this map is like. There's only like 2 iron mines. Therefore, you can't really. You can't really have a normal iron production here. Unless you try boosting with a marketplace, which is not the case, I think. But yeah, definitely a normal base. Some kind of leather setup incoming. I guess he's gonna have something like 25 swordmen at best. I don't know. I don't know the timings too well for the 2 mines based iron. I think it was something like 25, but I'm not sure. Okay. I'm wondering maybe if somebody could try for some trading to compensate for the missing iron mines, but I don't see any players attempting that so far. Recently I found out a pretty interesting trade, and that's trading wooden weapons for iron weapons. This is like 3-to-1. So This would be that kind of trade that could be useful here. I would just make like 2 armor smithies and put up a marketplace to make the weapons. Ah, but this actually implies no ladder setup then, probably, so it might not be worth it. Yeah, actually, yeah, never mind, because this works pretty well if you have Town Hall in your base instead of ladder, but in this case, there's like no chance. Yeah, I really like the way Dima is building. He didn't take this. Huh. This is the time he's starving. Yeah. He's trying to make a meal. He's made the stables a bit late. Oh wait, this is the second stables. Now that's interesting. He's got plenty of farms though, so maybe he can save himself. It's 20 minutes to the peacetime. Let's see the food graph and pick the worst player. Hutskovsky. So, this guy is really screwed. I'm starting to doubt that he can even try to make barracks. Oh yeah, he's gonna make it, but this is gonna be like 30-40 troops at peacetime, I think. Yeah. One thing I really like, and probably the only thing, sorry about that, is that he at least he makes all the shortcuts, which is pretty important in a good base. But sadly, this isn't a good base. The timings were completely off. He blocked his base off by himself with the farms and the woodcutters. This is horribly inefficient. It's not the worst I've seen, of course, but this is like not the level of the other players that we have in this game, and that's for sure. But I'm pretty confident with time he can improve. Oh, but Loco is the second worst. Let's take a look. We didn't look a lot in this base, but it's weird. Okay. Might be that he tried to make a normal base. Yeah. By improving, I meant that Hutskovsky can always keep improving, you know, for the next games, because this one sadly doesn't look too well for him. Wow, there's like 10 viewers. I didn't think people will want to watch a stream at this time. A bit of a surprise to me. Okay, so now that we have 10 people, I think it might be a good time to tell you all guys that there's a new tournament coming up. It was always organized by Thunder, but this year he's taking a break and I decided to step in. But it's on the same Discord server as the Thunder's tournaments were organized at. So if you're already there, then just take a look at the information on that channel, on that server, if you want to participate or if you want to look at streams, which I and a few other guys will provide when the tournament starts. And yeah. You think the market will help? I mean, yeah, would be nice to trade something, but I don't know what. Maybe let's take a look at the warfare statistics now. Don't have the black background for the readability. So yeah, looks like actually Dotok is going for a super weird combo this time. Yep, Thunder. In case you were wondering why I'm spectating and streaming instead of playing, then you don't need to wonder anymore. This is the reason. Um, the right side team has more or less normal iron kind of stuff being cooked up. The left side, I'm not quite sure about the balance of this game, to be honest. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Dima and Loco are unbelievable spammers. Dontok also can be, but that's it. I don't know, if you play something like this, then Hutskovsky should be in the other team, I think. Sadly I didn't notice that earlier, but yeah. I'm a bit okay. But I think it might actually be a good choice for the left side to not try and make swordman and instead go for like crossbows, for example, or pikemen. It will be easier to make some numbers, obviously, that way. So, is this a traffic jam? Huh. I rarely can see something in Dontok's base which I can complain about. Huh. I'm not quite sure how to fix this though. Maybe it's just momentary. Whoa, a lot of gold in the storehouse. He's making the recruits. How many serves? 78 should be fine. Yeah, I wonder how much troops he will have, because this is like a combination he doesn't normally play. There's no horses in this tactic. Spec. But looking at the numbers, I think in 8 minutes, something like 50 crossbows and 50, yeah, something like 100 troops is coming up if he can make the recruits for this, that is. Right. Bitcoin or Vanosup rather. This actually looks good. Like the iron is quite good. I think maybe the best, and trading for food. The leather will probably catch up in no time. I wonder what's his plan to make the... Can he make the swords in time? How is it possible he's got such a good iron when he started so late? And I think it's like he balanced the swords differently than the others, and that's the only reason. Oh, this is interesting. Dima had the best possible iron production by far, and then it just stopped for like 5 minutes. Yeah, this is this one goes straight to the book of weird traits. I've seen weirder this week. What was that? Stones? No, wait. Something like... I've seen something like leather jackets to wood? To wooden planks? That was the weirdest this month for sure. But yeah, somehow to wooden planks. Like somebody was trading leather jackets to wooden planks. And it made completely no sense when you looked at the base. I don't remember how it looked like, but we just couldn't figure out. Yeah, I mean that's the issue. He didn't have too many. It's like I don't know. It was weird. You looked at the base. It just didn't make sense. But yeah, let's take a look at Dimsky. This is pretty scary. 5 minutes left, and it's a pretty nice army. But the balance of the iron is like shit, because he's not gonna need the 10 extra swords he already has. It's a small nitpick, though. He can fix that with the trade. That might be the plan? I don't know. But definitely this woodcutter setup was pretty cool. Yeah. How many he has? 10. He can still make more, but this is plenty. Yo. "12 people watching. That's weird." Okay, there's like 3 minutes left, so let's maybe take a quick look at the armies here. So yeah, on the left side we've got Dontok. I think he's aiming for like 100 troops on peacetime, but he doesn't have the recruits for that yet, and not enough time. Maybe not enough weapons too, but yeah, just spam build instead of his usual thing. Then we've got Huckowski. This is bad. Just like I mentioned, this base is quite inefficient. He's just not as good as the other players, sadly. Thank you. Bozo, how much time do I have? 1 minute. Bozo with like he went for like mostly crossbows, a few horses, and X-Men. It's okay for this map with the low resources. This is fine. Ahmed. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually good. This is really good. Even something for the town. This is... How the hell does Ahmed have so much? I said it's like even if his base will look bad, he will still have good or the like medium army. But I didn't expect this. This is really good. Anyway, 1 minute left for the right side. So let's go. Uh, Loco and Dima. Dima even better, yeah. Two highlights here, but also Bitcoin not too bad. I mean, Vanosoup. And like, yeah, actually all four players have pretty good stuff. Probably Dima the best numbers. But then Vano has a bit more horses than the other two guys, Loco and Lucky, and a bit more iron, but not enough swords and a bit less. Yeah, and Dima doesn't have. Yeah, it's like. And Lucky is lacking recruits. Ahmed is lacking recruits, by the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is bad for Ahmed, but he's when you have weapons, it's trivial to add the recruits in like next 5 minutes. So I always rather have enough weapons and not enough recruits because this is easily fixable. But indeed, this is a mistake I missed. Luckily for Ahmed, lucky that was a that was a hard one to pronounce. Lucky doesn't have enough recruits as well. Alright, so let's see what happens after peacetime. People watching. I really hope nobody's watching from the guys who are playing here. Okay, so seems like Huckowski doesn't care too much for the well-being of his villagers who live at the borders of his village. Thankfully, Dontok's troops are already there. This will not be an easy game for the Polish team for the left side. The right side has plenty of troops, and they definitely. Okay, maybe they don't have better fighters because I think there's only one problem in the left side team when it comes to base building and fighting skills. But I just fear that this might be important. They just attack here and yeah. He's on the front. He didn't make any towers. Oh, what is this? Why is he even catching this? Must have forgotten. Okay, so first mistake on the top actually comes from Dontok, not Huckowski. Okay. Yeah, so Ahmed is terrified, standing near his base because he thinks he didn't make more troops than Lucky, and Lucky is kind of doing the same thing. So they're just gonna stand. Did they even like? Okay. Ahmed doesn't see, but Lucky does. Okay. In the meantime, there's something I missed, and that was probably not worth watching anyway because Huckowski just lost all his troops in a stupid way. In the meantime, Botso is trying to do something but gets caught by Dima and he will... Whoa, this will be such a short game! Yeah, this is terrible. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm personally sorry for picking this game to stream. This should go to Pornhub and not Twitch or YouTube. But still, this is not a bad position. He doesn't... I mean, he has like no chance against two players having weak players, but at least he can shoot a bit. Maybe it's not that good position actually. But yeah, in the meantime, Bozo gets wrecked, and if these guys want to fight, maybe let's take a look at the bottom, just ignore the top, because I think the only interesting stuff may happen here. Oh yeah, yeah. But games like this totally make me want to stream even more. When did I stream last time? Like 2 months ago? Nah, should have been like 1 month ago because it was already at the new place. Yeah. I will agree with the wise words of the philosopher Dima and philosopher Don't Talk as well. This sums up all of it quite nicely. Uh, I think it's a good time to remind Bozo that his balance was crap. So I felt I needed to say something. Yeah. Come on, guys. What is this? Okay, it seems like Ahmed. Because he's trying to help Bozo. Yeah, right. This is so nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Ahmed normally fights better. That's for sure. Yeah, okay, so what I had to offer to you guys here was a lot of laughing at stupid mistakes in the last 2 minutes of this long game. Uh, I don't want to watch this anymore. Yeah, so maybe let's just take a look at the stats. Yeah, well, mm, actually, if Chotkowski had towers, there could be a chance. See, mm, yeah, there was probably a fight here, like with Chotkowski maybe. It's not like the top had powerful army combo anyway, but at least they theoretically they had the numbers where they could like hear. Oh, but Bozo didn't take out everything. That's weird. I thought he had recruits. I think it was just a decision to postpone. Whatever. But it means that they actually had similar army at peacetime, just not trained all of it. Yeah, I mean, if Ahmed had recruits, he didn't even train all of it. Whoa. Well, when we see these stats, but this is like the same story. Huge difference. Yeah, Dima did the difference probably here mostly. This is also a statistic I want to see. Pretty similar, I guess. Yes, 30 minutes peacetime. I cannot see what would be wrong with it. Okay, I'm done with this game, I guess. So yeah, as I said before, there's a tournament coming up, and if you want to play, I will post a link. And that will be it from me today. So, thank you for watching and see you next time. Probably streaming one of the tournament games in a couple of weeks. or maybe a bit earlier. We'll see. So thanks and bye.